Whispering Woods is the first official zone the player will encounter upon leaving the tutorial area. It is home to the remains of an ancient Nephilim settlement that existed there before the fall. Strangely, one structure remains perched atop the cliffs that seems to have endured whatever tragedy befell the settlement below. Reaching this point is the player's first goal. So, I have some real good news. This should be the last devlog that I post before I post a public demo. That is to say, the next time I post a devlog update, it will come with the announcement of a playable public demo, provided everything goes to plan, and so far we are on track. If any of you have been in my Discord, you'll know I've been working on a lot of stuff. Pyromancy abilities, miracles, different weapon art abilities, werewolf transformations. There's also been a large new selection of equipment added, specifically in the weapons area. A special thank you to Boip for making these. Seriously, they look really awesome. The obvious inspiration from some of these is very clear to see. And there's a big mechanical change I've made that I want to talk about, so we're going to talk about abilities again for a second. Spells, special attacks, and all that kind of jazz. It is very obvious from my combat system that it takes direct inspiration from FromSoft games, specifically Elden Ring for sure. But there's always one thing about Elden's system in particular that I didn't really love, and that was how weapon arts and spells are equipped in different slots. By that I mean you get a spell in your spell slot and a weapon art on your weapon. Now before you start burning me at the stake, let me explain myself. Let's say you want to use a dagger and there's two abilities you want to use. If both of those abilities require a dagger, then you need two daggers to equip one on each. And that just feels odd to me when you think about it because you memorize spells and cast them from a catalyst, so why not memorize a weapon's special attack and perform it using that weapon? I realize that FromSoft likely had a reason to do it their way, but I went about it a different way. Currently you can equip any ability, so a spell, a weapon special attack, or a shout, to the ability slot, and it will then check if you can perform this ability, and if you can't, the icon will be faded out. If it requires a special weapon type, it will check your right hand first, and then your left hand, unless you're a two-handing weapon, and then it will just check whatever weapon you're two-handing. So for example, if I have a casting item in my offhand and a melee weapon in my main hand, I will cast spell abilities using my offhand while using any weapon special attack with my main hand. And some abilities will auto two-hand the weapon required if the ability is actually a two-handed only ability. So the main focus of my development lately has just been really adding more content to the game in terms of ways you can play. So think of that like item drops, unique effects that will affect your spells, different spells and abilities, and all that good stuff. A lot of the stuff will be stuff you can and will be able to use in the demo. Some of it won't be available until the full game. But that's it for me for now. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for the Steam page and the demo launch. I will have a lot of info on that when the time comes. Thank you very much for joining me. I will see you guys in the next one.